This is the JMGO N1 Ultra, and I feel like it's from the future. It's sleek and stylish, and to be honest, I'm very impressed with what this portable projector is able to do. The N1 Ultra produces an incredible 4K picture, has low latency game mode, and with a Dynaudio sound system, the N1 Ultra delivers way more than I expected, and looks good while doing it. And at the end of the video, I'm going to show you how easy it is to use in a quick outdoor setup, because I've had other projectors out there, and it's a real pain. However, I'm hoping that the JMGO N1 Ultra can solve the specific problems of watching movies on the go. So let's dive into the JMGO N1 Ultra. Let's start with what's in the box. At first, I wasn't sure, but this is actually a box and a carrying case, so there was some thought put into this. And then wrapped around it is a guide to the projector, which helps familiarize you with what the N1 Ultra can do. And then once you open the case, you'll find some paperwork and a box containing the power cable. There's also a sleek gray remote, which looks nice, but it's not backlit, which would be really nice for having in a dark room, but not the end of the world. And then lastly, we have the futuristic N1 Ultra projector itself, which again, looks awesome and it feels like it's made using some really nice high quality materials. The N1 Ultra uses a gimbal style stand, which allows the projector to be repositioned easily so you can project on a wall or on a ceiling or anywhere else you can think of. And the projector will automatically correct the image to look great anywhere you point it. I'm sure you've seen other similar projectors that just sit there and don't turn 360 degrees or 135 degrees up and down. The ones you have to put books under it to angle it up. Yes, you know what I'm saying. Not the N1 Ultra. It's a very sturdy and solid projector, and I'll show more of this in detail shortly. But let's check out the connectivity. On the back of the projector, you'll find a USB port and two HDMI 2.1 ports, including one HDMI eARC port for connecting to soundbar or speaker system, as well as a 3.5mm headphone jack. You can also see that the N1 Ultra has two big fans on the back here for keeping the projector cool. And on the front of the projector, you'll find the main projector lens array, as well as the sensors that are used to automatically calibrate and keystone the image, all surrounded by this shiny black surface, which gives the N1 Ultra a really cool look. I love that they have the power cord attached to the stand. On a product like this, if the power cord was higher on the projector, it could end up pulling the gimbal around with the weight of the cord. So it's very smart to attach it to the base. They also place the power button down here on the stand as well. So very easy to access and a very smart design. Once you turn the N1 Ultra on, you can immediately tell how that gimbal stand comes in handy for adjusting the image. I keep coming back to the fact that it's incredibly well balanced, so no matter where you move the projector, it'll stay exactly where you want it, and it never feels like it's going to tip or move on its own. So the first testing location is the 120-inch ALR screen in my office, which proved to be quite simple to align with the N1 Ultra's automatic screen detection. We just needed to make sure the image was big enough to fill the entire projector screen, and the N1 Ultra took over from there, automatically fitting the image to the screen and removing anything that was shining outside the edges of the screen. This auto fit and keystone can't really be overstated. I've had other projectors, including ultra short throws, that can't exact the screen fit, and it takes many adjustments to get a quality image. And any slight movement can cause a delay in the action. But the N1 Ultra does a great job making all these adjustments and focusing simultaneously to ensure everything looks squared up. And even though the auto keystone works great, there's also an option for manual corrections. So if you need to fine-tune anything yourself, you can go in and manually correct or move the screen up, down, left, and right. The N1 Ultra runs Android TV 11, which gives you access to a ton of streaming apps all in one place and has recommendations of things to watch. As you can see here, it's suggesting that I continue with some of the movies we test on Disney+. Then you have some featured content as well as some free Google TV channels that you can watch if you don't have cable. Overall, it's a great OS, but if you need more, there are two HDMI inputs that you can attach your favorite media devices as well. And since we have all these apps here, let's get a look at some content on the N1 Ultra and see how it looks out of the box. The N1 Ultra is definitely brighter than expected, and the contrast and colors look fantastic. I'm going to touch more on the picture quality in a minute, but I wanted to take a second and explain a couple of the technical points. The main thing is that this looks fantastic on an ALR screen, which is really made for ultra short throw projectors. Really what you want to have this sort of projector on is a white screen or non-ALR, which we do have 150-inch screen we'll show in a second, and I expect that it's going to look even better than in this office. And then the other thing is that the N1 Ultra is measured at 2200 CVIA lumen, which is a new brightness standard in other parts of the world and is a conservative number, as others have measured it at over 3000 peak lumen. So it's a bright projector, but it's not just all about the brightness. The N1 Ultra also has a 1600:1 contrast ratio, and it covers 110% of the BT 2020 color gamut. So you're getting great performance on all three indicators: a bright and vibrant image, great color reproduction, and solid contrast and detail. And the reason the picture quality is so good at this price point is due to the N1 Ultra being a triple laser 4K projector. Most of the projectors currently on the market utilize LED light sources, and even those that are laser-based typically use a single color laser. Tricolor laser technology does cost more to produce, but it also brings about a superior viewing experience, such as the higher brightness, a wider color gamut, and high contrast that I was just talking about. So it looks great out of the box. And as far as settings go, you've got 6 different picture modes to choose from, including glaring, vivid, standard, game, office, and user. I personally found that the standard picture mode looked great for most content, but you can change the profiles and customize many of the settings, as well as turning HDR on and off. You've also got an option to turn on 3D mode so you can watch 3D content with any active 3D glasses. Then there are some advanced settings like the MEMC, which is motion smoothing settings. And I know either you really like motion smoothing or you don't want it at all, so you can set that exactly how you like it. Then there are some calibration settings if you're interested in getting the most accurate picture profile. So you've really got a lot of options with the N1 Ultra for tweaking the picture to get your exact preferences, which is great. The result is that everything I'm playing on the projector looks fantastic. Bright, colorful, and natural. Whether it was animated content, HDR movies, regular TV or SDR, and definitely video games. In fact, when it comes to video games, the N1 Ultra has built-in Wi-Fi 6 and HDMI 2.1, so you can really get a great gaming experience with as low as 15 millisecond input lag, which is fantastic for a projector such as this. We played a little Rocket League, and as you can see, it looks bright and vibrant, and it feels like there's no perceivable input lag when going for those last second saves. And when switching over to Spider-Man, the N1 Ultra does a great job keeping up with these fast-paced battles and makes swinging through New York feel like I'm actually there. Both games with bright color, great detail, and the N1 Ultra can definitely keep up. And when you're watching content or gaming, the built-in Dynaudio speakers sound surprisingly good. You get 2 10-watt speakers as well as a 45 Hz sub that all combine for an impressive sounding setup. Here's an action-packed scene from Free Guy, which should give you an idea of how the N1 Ultra sounds.
Oh, I know. See? That's not even his car. Or his wife.
I hope that sound comes through well, but the speakers on the N1 Ultra are quite good. And if you're using this in a smaller room or on the run, they're completely sufficient and no external speaker source is needed. Now, of course, if you're looking for a full theater audio setup, you may still want to use that eARC port on the back to hook it up to an external speaker system to really fill the room with sound and get more directional audio for that cinematic feel. And if you're concerned about projector noise, I can set your mind at ease because the N1 Ultra dual fans are extremely quiet. I can hardly notice them even sitting right next to the projector in my office. Now, the real fun starts when we take this to other rooms in the house. We can set the N1 Ultra just about anywhere we have wall space and get a nice squared up image. It looks even better on the wall than it did in the office, which will come in handy if you take it to a party or just to be used as another gaming monitor for the kids. Even though we have so many TVs and projectors, we still tend to have a demand for quick setups, and the N1 Ultra is great for impromptu use with the gimbal stand and the auto features. And now, to get to the real testing, I must take this futuristic triple laser 4K JMGO N1 Ultra outside and play a holiday movie on a giant inflatable screen, because that is the measuring stick for all families in 2023. I'm kidding, of course, but it does present a tough challenge for a projector. We live at the end of a cul-de-sac that is slightly uphill and not paved the best. So in the past, getting any projector to point at the screen and look good was challenging without some books and some boards for under the stands. But with the N1 Ultra, I had to do none of that. I just set it up on the gimbal stand, angled it up, and let the auto keystone and focus do its thing, and we're up and running. And when you're trying to capture the attention span of kids and save the neighborhood movie night, having a portable projector of this quality with the auto correction features is key. So the JMGO N1 Ultra is a really nice tri-laser 4K projector. It can be both a flagship projector in any room, but at the same time has a portability to be taken pretty much anywhere. You just set it down, angle it left or right, up or down on the gimbal stand, and the N1 Ultra will adapt to the environment. It will square up on the screen that's already in place, auto keystone on the wall or ceiling, and is bright enough to be viewed in the daytime or at night in the dark. The fact that it's triple laser versus LED, and it has HDMI 2.1, the great Dynaudio speakers, and is built for longevity and portability really makes the N1 Ultra the complete package. So if you're interested in picking one of these up for yourself, you can follow the links in the description below to get more details. I want to thank JMGO for sending this projector over for me to check out. And if you guys have any questions or comments about the projector, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys on the next one.